Jana Chariot, Ashtotar Bhatta Shishimad, His Divine Grace, Abhay Charan Arvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Bhagwan Ki Jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani Ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Anitai Ki Jai, Samaved Gaur Bhakta Vrind Ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki. Yeah. Hare Krishna. We welcome you all to our Sunday Feast program. Today we are going to discuss about Krishna's daily schedule, Krishna's daily activities. Let's first offer a small prayer. May I request everyone to please fold your palms, close your eyes, and if you know these prayers, repeat after me. Otherwise, just hear attentively. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Bhagwan Ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So today we are going to discuss from the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 70th chapter to be more precise. The chapter is titled Krishna's Daily Activities. So Krishna has performed pastimes in Vrindavan, Mathura, as well as Dvaraka. This particular chapter of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam discusses about Krishna's daily schedule in Dvaraka. So as you all know, Krishna had many palaces in Dvaraka. He had many wives as well. How many wives did Krishna have in Dvaraka? Louder. 16,108 wives. And he had those many palaces as well. So Krishna, every day morning, as the roosters or the cocks crow, the first personality that would wake up would be the breeze of Dvaraka, it's given. So the breeze would also take a nap at night time. So the breeze will carry the fragrance of Parijata flowers. Parijata is a very special heavenly tree which Krishna brought when he visited Indraloka, or the heavenly planet, and the breeze would carry the fragrance of Parijata, disturbing the bees. So when the bees get the fragrance of that, they'll start to buzz around, disturbing the sleep of the birds, waking up the birds, and the birds would in turn start to chirp very loudly, as if the bards would actually sing poetry of glorification in Krishna's assembly. So when these birds, they start to glorify about Krishna, it is only then Krishna slowly opens his eyes. That's the description that's given in Srimad Bhagavatam. So first the roosters, they crow, waking up the breeze. Breeze carries the fragrance of Parijata, waking up the bees. Bees in turn starts to buzz around, waking up the birds. Birds then start to chirp very loudly, waking up Krishna. How do you wake up every day morning? If you are lucky. You know what I used to do? Every night I used to set up the alarm. Early in the morning, as soon as the alarm goes off, after some time when it doesn't work, I'll change the time and just sleep. But Krishna, he wakes up slowly. But as Krishna wakes up, ready to welcome the day, the wives of Krishna, they'll be feeling very sad because they know Krishna was leading the life of a grahastha. And he would wake up at Brahma Muhurta time, early in the morning, especially 1.5 hours before the sun rises. It's known as Brahma Muhurta, considered to be a very auspicious time of the day. The time which gives you the maximum benefit for any spiritual activity that you do. So if you want to chant, if you want to pray, you want to do some austerity, you want to go to a holy place, that's the time for you to go. So here in our temple also, Krishna wakes up. He wakes up at 4 a.m. Pujari is waking up, ringing the bell. Then at 4:10, he starts with his first meal, not to be imitated. Krishna takes a plate full of sweets, 5 varieties of sweets. And then at 4:30, he then gives his darshan. So this is the schedule we follow here as well in the temple. So Krishna, after he wakes up, he would go touch the water and he would freshen up, sitting in meditation. Meditation on whole world is meditating on Krishna. Krishna would meditate on himself. Because there is nothing more supreme, more superior than Krishna. There is nothing worthy of Krishna's meditation except his own form and Srimati Radharani's form. So he would meditate on Srimati Radharani and himself as well. So this is the description that's given. So after Krishna finishes the meditation, he would then go take his morning bath, and then Krishna would come and offer oblations to Nitya Homa through the sacrificial fire. So Krishna's parampara, it comes from Kanva Muni. So in India, even if you go now to some Vedic villages especially, they do Nitya Homa every day. The fire doesn't stop, they keep on doing the Homa. So Krishna would offer oblations to that, and then Krishna would sit and chant his Gayatri mantra. So Krishna would chant his Gayatri very, very silently. After he finishes his Gayatri, then Krishna would go start to decorate himself with beautiful garments. What is Krishna's favorite color? Dhoti? Louder. Yellow. Somebody said pink. No, yellow. Yellow. So Krishna wears yellow garments. That's his favorite color, and Krishna starts to decorate himself with celestial ornaments. It's given. Krishna doesn't wear ordinary ornaments. We decorate to make our body look more beautiful. But Krishna is the source of all beauty. So Krishna decorates himself to add more beauty to the jewelry. That's the purpose why Krishna, he decorates. So if you look at our Shishi Radha Gopinath also, when you make the garlands, sometimes I discuss with devotees who make the garlands. They say when we make the garland, they look good, but they look complete only after we offer it to Krishna. Same way, all the jewelry, I can even set up a competition. I'll give you all the jewelry Krishna wears. You try wearing and make yourself look more beautiful, difficult. You make the jewelry look more beautiful, impossible. But Krishna, he decorates himself simply to add more beauty to the jewelry, because jewelry is also a personality, just like breeze is a personality. In spiritual world, everything is a personality. Even Krishna's own jewelry is a personality. It has a certain relationship. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam section on Venu Gita, you will understand the psychology of Krishna's flute. You know what Krishna's flute is thinking? Why are all these people going so far away from his lips? This is so sweet. What's wrong with these people? That's what the flute is thinking. So Krishna, after decorating himself, he would then come out and he would give charity to all the Brahmanas. How many cows would Krishna give every single day? Take a guess. In Dvaraka. Okay, closer. Krishna would give 14 lakhs or 1.4 million cows in charity every single day. That's how much charity Krishna was giving in Dvaraka. We haven't even come to Krishna's schedule in Vrindavan. We'll discuss that next time. So Krishna, after giving all these cows in charity, he would then go meet with some of his ministers to prepare for the day. In 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a description of one great king who was an incarnation of the Supreme Lord Krishna. His name is Maharaj Gaya. There it is said, Gaya, he took care of the citizens, the prajas of his country in 5 different ways. Praja Poshana, it's given. Praja Palana, Poshana, Prinana, Upalalana, Anushashana. 5 things it's given. Praja Palana means first duty of the king is to protect the citizens. So you take Australia, we have defense ministry. So it's a duty of the king to protect the citizens. So he took care of his citizens by protecting them from any external disturbance. That's the first duty. Poshana. Poshana means to feed people. King has to make sure that all the citizens have enough food. Prinana. On special occasions, Gaya would give gifts to all his citizens. Different kinds of gifts. Upalalana. He would speak sweet words to the people. And Anushashana. Anushashana means he would instruct the people how they are supposed to act. So in this way, Maharaj Gaya was taking care of the people in 5 different ways. Protecting them, feeding them, giving them gifts, speaking to them sweet words, and instructing them on the transcendental science of Bhakti Yoga. Krishna is the origin of even Maharaj Gaya. So Krishna also deals with different people in the same way. Krishna would worship the Brahmanas, worship the Devatas, the demigods. Just to set an example for all of us, Krishna would also worship the cows. That's why whenever we pray to Krishna, we say Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. So Krishna is the protector of Brahmanas. Krishna is the protector of the cows. So Krishna would give charity and then he would speak sweet words with his ministers. And as he comes out of his home, his chariot would be ready. What is Krishna's chariot driver's name? Starts with the D. Daruka. He is from Gujarat, he knows that. And Krishna's chariot would be pulled by 4 horses. So Dwaraka would yoke the chariot with 4 horses of Krishna, and he would bring the chariot. And he would, just like how a chauffeur would do, driving a limo. And they would say, yes sir, ready to open the door. This is exactly how Dwaraka would bring the chariot of Krishna that's drawn by 4 horses. And there are names also given of these 4 horses. Shaibya, Shugriva, Manipushpa, Balahaka, it's given. And each one of them, they have their colors also. Take a guess on Krishna's horse's color. Who can tell me?
Green.
Sorry, what?
Green.
Yes, that's a good start. Shaibya is green in color. How green? Padma Puran gives very specific description. Shaibya looks in the same complexion as the wings of a green parrot. It's given. Next time you look at a green parrot, how green it is, that's how green Krishna's horse is. I see someone actually Googling. I'm not going to ask you anymore if you're Googling. Shugriva. Shugriva is yellow gold. Third one is easy. Mega Pushpa. Take a guess. What is Mega?
Black.
Black. Mega means cloud actually. Gana is black. Shama is black. Mega means cloud. So the third horse is like dense dark cloud, like a nimbus cloud. Bluish in complexion. And Balahaka, white, pure white, milk white. So Shaibya, green. Shugriva, yellow gold. Mega Pushpa is like the cloud with the bluish hue. And Balahaka is pure white. And as Dwaraka stands right next to the chariot with folded palms, worshipping his master, Krishna would hold his hands, which is folding together. Taking that support, he would climb on the chariot. Let's go back to the first point. How many palaces are there? 16,108. How many Krishnas are there? So Narada Muni, one day he goes and he sees 16,108 Krishnas coming out of the home and getting on board. Have you seen Matrix movie? You replace Neo with Krishna now. That's how many Krishnas are there. So everyone gets on to the chariot, and each chariot would, before it leaves, Krishna would look and give a romantic glance at each one of his queens. And when Krishna married, Krishna is so personal. You know, normally when you go to marriages, people who go, they won't just go to bless. They would comment on the couple, correct? One looks tall, one looks fat, one look... It's perfect match, why on earth, and you know what coming next? Krishna is so personal. When he married those 16,000 queens, some of them, they were tall. Krishna manifested as a tall form. Some of them were slightly plump. Krishna also became plump. Some of them were short. Krishna also became short. You see how protective Krishna is for his devotees. So whoever goes to bless them on the marriage, what would they say? Perfect match. Perfect match. This is what Krishna did. So Narada could see 16,108 Krishnas coming out, drawn in each one of those chariots, driving towards the famous Sudharma hall. Sudharma is a name of a celestial assembly hall. Again, Krishna, when he goes, he doesn't need to buy, he doesn't need to construct, he just goes picks it up. So he just imports it straight from heavenly kingdom. Normally we import, marble I import from somewhere, wood I import from somewhere. Like that, Krishna imported his whole assembly hall in Dvaraka straight from the heavenly kingdom. The name of this hall is Sudharma. Whoever enters into the Sudharma hall, they would become free from 6 types of material miseries. It's given. As soon as they enter into the hall, they will not have hunger anymore. They won't feel thirsty anymore. They won't feel lamentation, illusion. They won't grow old. And nobody dies there even. So it's given these 6 types of material pangs. One gets free as soon as they enter into the hall. But then hang on a minute, if 16,108 Krishnas go, wouldn't people get confused? So when Krishna comes, all 16,108, right at the same time, everyone merged together into one single form. And Krishna would just walk in. Nobody else in the whole Dvaraka knew that there are these many Krishnas, except those people who Krishna gives the vision to. Like Narada Muni knew. Every queen would think, Krishna loves only me the best. Otherwise, why would he spend time with me all the time? Prabhupada says Krishna is the transcendental cheater. Once in Vrindavan, Mother Yashoda was decorating Krishna. And then she says to Krishna, Krishna, you have to be very careful. You are a little boy. I'm decorating with all this golden, valuable jewelry. When you go to Vrindavan, along the way, there may be dacoits who may come and they may steal from you. What does Krishna reply? Krishna laughed, first of all, loud. And he said, look, Yashoda Maya, it's true there are a lot of thieves, but I am the greatest among all of them. Krishna is the topmost thief. So Krishna, when he goes into the assembly, he goes as one single form, and each one of his wives would think Krishna treats them as the most favorite wife. So Krishna would go in, welcomed by the poetry that is sung by the bards. Bards are professional poets who would sing words of glorification. Not artificially, but actual glories of Krishna. You know, these days you can pay money to someone and they may say anything. Oh, Prime Minister of Australia, you know. They can say anything. President of America. But no, bards, they would still sing poetry using choice words, Uttama Shloka, but there would be truth in it. They would also sing glories of the kings in whose line Lord Krishna appeared. So these descriptions are given. So Krishna would go, and then as he goes in, everyone from the Vrishni dynasty, from Yadu dynasty would get up, and Krishna would go take his seat. There is one particular day that is explained in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam in 70th chapter, which we are discussing now. On this particular day when Krishna goes, gets on his seat, and then as he starts to listen to the happenings of the day, they were greeted by one of the soldiers who says, there is a messenger who has come here with a very urgent message. And then Krishna says, let him in. And the messenger comes in and he says, my dear Lord, I have been sent by as the messenger with a very urgent message. I have been sent by 20,000 kings who were imprisoned by Jarasandha in Magadha, which is, I think, modern day Bihar. Why did Jarasandha imprison those many kings? Jarasandha, at that point of time, he took a vow to give 100,000 kings in sacrifice to Mahabhairava. If you want to do some austerity, then you should go through difficulty. Here, Jarasandha, he makes the vow that he will kill others, making others go through difficulty. So by then he had already imprisoned 20,000 kings who were bereft of the kingdom, bereft of the opulence, put in a dungeonous prison, and they somehow sent the message through the messenger to Lord Krishna. And Krishna, when he hears this, he asks the messenger to read out. And then he reads out, there is a detailed message which they send. They tell to Krishna, oh my dear Lord Krishna, you are the Supreme Lord. You have defeated this Jarasandha 17 times. Why did Krishna defeat Jarasandha 17 times? Krishna, you will never come across having to fight the same person so many times. When Krishna gets on to fight, either the person enemy has to surrender or Krishna will kill him. This is what we see. But Jarasandha alone, Krishna has spared his life so many times. Not once, twice, 17 times. Why 17 times? Because Krishna, he says in Bhagavad Gita, he appeared in this world to protect the pious and to annihilate, to kill the demoniac people. So Krishna knew, if I kill Jarasandha, the very first time, Jarasandha would be gone, but then I have to chase after the other demons. I didn't come here to chase after the demons. So Krishna, what he would do is, he would kill all the soldiers of Jarasandha and spare his life alone, insulting him. I spare your life. Now what do you think Jarasandha would do? He would go feeling even more humiliated. He would go amass another huge army of demons, bring back again. Guess what Krishna would do? Again he'll kill all of them, sparing Jarasandha. So Jarasandha was the job recruiter for Krishna. Krishna didn't want to go, number one project manager. He doesn't want to leave the palace. He wants to just sit and enjoy. So he would kill everyone and he would spare Jarasandha's life alone. He would go bring more demons to him. Again he will kill everyone, spare him. Again he would go bring more. Jarasandha was so stupid, he didn't realize Krishna's trick and he will keep on bringing more and more. So that's why Krishna had spared him till that point of time. So when this message comes to Krishna that he had already imprisoned 20,000 kings, just 80,000 more before he can offer all of them in sacrifice to Jarasandha, it's at the same time Narada Muni also enters into the assembly. So when Narada Muni comes in, remember what happened when Krishna walked into the assembly, everyone stood up. When Narada Muni walks in, everyone including Krishna also stand up, welcoming Narada Muni, who is his spiritual master, and makes him seated on the highest throne, highest seat, and they start to worship. Krishna leads the worship. And after worshipping Narada Muni, Krishna says, today my life has become very perfect because you are known to travel to all the 14 planetary system on only one purpose, which is to teach people Bhakti Yoga. And simply by worshipping the dust of your lotus feet, simply by even seeing you, I have become very pure. Now Krishna's beauty, it's described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Yasyananam makara kundala charu karna brajat kapola subhagam savilasa hasam nityotsavam na tatrapur drishibir pibantyo naryo narascha mutita kupita nimesha. Yasyananam, ananam means face. Makara kundala, Krishna's face is decorated with two charu karna, very beautiful soft ears, which in turn is decorated by two shark-shaped earrings. Makara kundala means shark-shaped kundala. Kundala is earring. Charu karna. Brajat kapola shubhagam. Kapola means Krishna's cheeks. Brajat means shining. Krishna has got very brilliantly shining cheeks. Shubhagam savilasa hasam. Krishna is also decorating his face with a very beautiful smile. How beautiful is that smile? The specifics that's given is, it's the smile of one who is in an enjoying spirit. If you want to know, if you have a child or next time you watch any birthday party, there will be a birthday cake right in front of the child with one plastic knife. And now at that point of time, the child would think he or she is the center of the whole universe with a very enjoying spirit. This is how Krishna is, always. You look at Krishna, do you think he seemed to have any problem? When Prabhupada opened the Krishna Balaram temple, at that time he tells to the temple president, so they are supreme lords, Krishna and Balaram, if you have any problem, you come here and tell to them, oh my dear sirs, I have this problem, and they will solve. Why? Because they don't have any problem. If we have any problem, we'll be too busy taking care of our own issues. But because Krishna doesn't have any problem, Prabhupada says you can go and tell him about your problem and he'll solve it. You can try, oh my dear sir, I have this problem. Try telling that to Gopinath and you can forget it. Krishna will solve it. He has 100% track record on that. So this is the beautiful face of Krishna. Nityotsavam. Utsavam means a festival. Nityotsavam means eternal festival. You look at Krishna's face, that's like a festival. There's always a festivity in his face. Don't try looking at yourself in the mirror, especially after you wake up from bed. Krishna looks more cute even during Mangalarati time. You come in the morning, I always say Krishna reserves his special beauty for those who manage to wake up early in the morning. So if you really want to see Krishna in the most beautiful form, you can come. No garland, no jewelry, plain cloth, still he will prove to you who is the king here. That's how beautiful he is. Very cool. Effortlessly he will be standing there. Nityotsavam na tatrapur. You can't look at Krishna and say, I have seen Krishna in the morning. No. Every time you come, you would still want to see. You still want to see him. Just when you think you have seen enough of Krishna, then you would think, let me look at Srimati Radharani. And then again your eyes would go towards Krishna. What is he wearing? What is he holding? Na tatrapur means you never feel satiated. You can never see enough of Krishna. Drishibi pibantyo. You drink Krishna's beauty with your eyes. Drishibi means with your eyes. Pibantyo means to drink. So this beautiful face which has curly hair, brilliant cheeks, soft ears decorated with makara kundala, with shark-shaped earrings, this beautiful face, when you look, your eyes will drink that beauty. Naryo narasta mutita kupita nimesha. This comes in towards the end of 9th canto, where it says, Naryo Nara, both Gopas and Gopis, when they look at the beautiful form of Krishna, what are they experiencing? They are experiencing Naryo Narasta Mudita. Mudita means they feel very pleased. Kupita means angry. They simultaneously feel very blissful and angry. Blissful because their eyes are drinking the beauty of Krishna. Kupita, angry because their eyes flash. The eyelids flash. Nimesha, for how long? How long does it take for the eyelids to close and open? It's not even that slow. It's very quick. They are angry, cursing Lord Brahma. Why did you create this eyelid? There is a flaw in your creation. Because for that moment, we are bereft of the darshan of Krishna. This is the beauty of Krishna that's given in Srimad Bhagavatam. So many places you will see. You can read in Madhya Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is a whole chapter that says the sweetness and opulence of Krishna. So many descriptions are given. That Krishna is getting up and he is worshipping Narada Muni to teach us all how one should be greeting and worshipping Vaishnavas, devotees of Krishna. So after worshipping him, he inquires Narada Muni, is everything going fine? I know you are coming from Indraprastha. Indraprastha is the capital of the Kurus, Pandavas at this point of time. What message have you got from Yudhishthir Maharaj? So then Narada Muni says, your cousin Yudhishthir, he is now planning to... Agastya is waving at me. So, your cousin Yudhishthir, he is now planning to organize Rajashiva sacrifice. So now Krishna, simultaneously he is greeted with two messages. One message is call for help, save our soul, SOS call from all the 20,000 kings. On the other hand, he is receiving message from Narada Muni, message that was sent by his cousin, which is Yudhishthir Maharaj, the leader of all the Pandavas. So when this message comes to him, Krishna turns towards his dear advisor. What's the name of Krishna's advisor? In Dvaraka, Uddhava. So he turns towards Uddhava and he says, look Uddhava, now we have two messages. Which one do you think is more important? Which one do you think I should address to first? Uddhava, one of the most brilliant personalities, he tells to Krishna and all the kings assembled in Sudharma hall that the kings need to be saved. At the same time, you need to honor Yudhishthir Maharaj also. So Uddhava, he gives a solution. He says, my lord, first you go to Indraprastha, That way you will honor Yudhishthir Maharaj's request. And after you go to Indraprastha, now you go along with the Pandavas and take on Jarasandha as part of the conquest, because part of the Rajashiva sacrifices, they would send out their army on all the directions. They are supposed to go conquer every place. Whichever country they go to, the kings of that country would be given only two options. Either you surrender and you accept the unrivaled sovereignty of Yudhishthir Maharaj, or if that's not possible, then you meet us in the battlefield. So Uddhava says to Krishna, Krishna, you go to the Indraprastha, meet with Yudhishthira, go to Bhima, take Bhima and Arjuna with you, and you go for a one-to-one combat with Jarasandha. And he specifically says Jarasandha, he is endowed with the power of 10,000 elephants. And amongst Pandavas, Bhima is also given as someone who is endowed with the strength of 10,000 elephant. So he says only Bhima will be a good match. And by the way, he says if you go challenging him as a Kshatriya, he may not honor. As a king, if you go, he may not honor. But he is very favorably disposed to Brahmanas, members of the priestly class. So when Bhima goes, he should go in disguise of a Brahmana and beg for charity. What charity? Charity to fight. So he should beg, oh dear Jarasandha, I beg that you fight with me. And then Jarasandha, very favorably disposed to Brahmanas, he would agree. And as the pastime would actually ensue, you would see Krishna takes Bhima and Arjuna to Jarasandha, and finally Bhima defeats Jarasandha. So this is how description of Krishna's daily schedule, one particular day, is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. We touched on the beauty of Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says Krishna's whole face is likened to 24 and a half moons. His whole face is a moon. That's how beautiful he is. Right cheek is a moon, left cheek is a moon. 3 altogether. 1, 2, moon, moon, moon. 4th moon is Krishna would be decorating himself with the spot of sandalwood pulp. That's the 4th moon. 4 and a half. The half moon is his forehead. And the remaining 20 is moon, 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 moon. All the fingernails of Krishna. Likewise, all the toenails of Krishna. So that's 20, 21, not mine, Krishna's. 21, 22, 23, Krishna's sandalwood pulp there. 24, and Krishna's forehead is 24 and a half. So this is how the description of Krishna's beauty is given. We will discuss about Krishna's daily schedule in Vrindavan next time. Thank you very much. Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Bhagavan ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. May we request everyone to please stand up. We are now going to have Arati. Hare Krishna.